Lord Krishna was first mediator. Supreme Court suggests mediation in Banke Bihari corridor case. The Supreme Court on Monday referred to the spirit of Lord Krishna, calling him the first mediator, while hearing the matter between Vrindavan's Sri Banke Bihari temple and Uttar Pradesh government's ordinance about the proposed redevelopment of a corridor using Rs 500 crore from temple funds. While seeking the mediation between the temple trust and the state government over the construction of the corridor, the top court said, Lord Krishna was the first mediator. Please try to mediate the matter, Money Control reported. It also proposed to constitute a committee headed by a retired High Court judge to oversee the management of the temple. A bench of Justice Surya Kant and Justice Joymalya Bagchi also questioned the tearing hurry in which the state government promulgated the Sri Banke Bihari Ji Temple Trust Ordinance, 2025, for taking over the management of the holy shrine from the Goswamis. Reported Live Law. It expressed disapproval of the clandestine manner in which the state government secured permission from the Supreme Court through the May 15 judgment for the use of temple funds for the corridor development project, by filing an application in a civil dispute. The matter before this court did not pertain to the Banke Bihari temple. A public notice could have been issued. Was there any court-appointed receiver? It was not a case of no man's land. Someone had to be heard on behalf of the temple, Justice Kant was quoted as saying by Live Law. The bench orally proposed to withdraw its May 15 order and said that the constitutional validity of the ordinance would be tested by the Allahabad High Court. We propose this part of the earlier judgment we will keep in abeyance. We will have a former High Court judge, or senior retired district judge as management trustee, it said. This committee will run the temple while the ordinance's validity is determined. It further said that the collector and other authorities will also be a part of the committee, and the ACI can also be associated with the committee for a holistic development of the region. The daily rituals of the temple would be continued by the Goswamis as before, the Supreme Court said. Additional Solicitor General K.M. Nataraj, appearing for the state, has been given till 10:30 am tomorrow to confer with the UP government and reply to this proposal. Senior Advocate Shyam Divan, appearing for the former management of the Banke Bihari temple, submitted that the ordinance ejected the Goswamis, who were earlier managing the temple. He told the court that the ordinance vested the management with a trust under the control of the government. On May 15, the top court paved the way for the state government's scheme to develop the temple corridor for the benefit of scores of devotees. The bench had allowed the Uttar Pradesh government's plea to utilize the funds of Sri Banke Bihari temple only for the purchase of 5 acre land around the temple to create a holding area. Under the proposed scheme placed on record by the state for development for the temple, the court said, 5-acre land around the temple had to be acquired and developed by constructing parking lots, accommodation for the devotees, toilets, security checkposts and other amenities. The Supreme Court's May 15 verdict modified the November 8, 2023, order of the Allahabad High Court on appeal filed by the Uttar Pradesh government, which accepted the state's ambitious scheme but refused to permit the state to utilize the temple funds. Nanan built in 1862, the Sri Banke Bihari Temple in Vrindavan is one of the most revered and famous temples dedicated to Lord Krishna. It is managed by Shevates, a hereditary priesthood that oversees daily rituals and temple administration. Swipe left for next video. The holds immense significance for devotees due to its unique customs, rich history, and the belief that Lord Krishna, in the form of Banke Bihari, directly interacts with his devotees. Banke Bihari literally means bent in 3 places. The idol of Lord Krishna stands in the Tribhanga posture, a graceful threefold bending form, which is characteristic of Lord Krishna. Latest blogs.